Hello and welcome to Vetter Guns and Gear channel. Today I will be doing a brief tabletop review. Now this is not going to be a scientific review or anything. And this review is going to be on this guy here. Now I already own one of these, but recently I had someone gift this to me, so I figured, you know what? There's a ton of videos out there already on these, but why not do my own since this one is brand new, and I've owned one for over 2 years. Actually, just as recent as a couple years ago. You couldn't even find these, probably about 2 winters ago. These things, they would not stay on a shelf. You actually even had people selling them for 2 and 3 times the cost, the retail cost. So I seen these a couple years ago going for as much as $120. So it's not the case so much anymore, but these are still in great demand. All right, so let's get right into it. Here's the label. Just going to give you a little bit of information about the cooler itself. I'll show you the contents of what comes inside. You can see there are some items in there. Pull the cap off. Give you a close-up of the cap. This is what the cap looks like. You have your YETI etching in the cap. Again, be mindful, you're getting a little bit of a glare from my camera. The light is kind of shining, putting a little glare on this, but just kind of want to show you guys really close up. But anyways, you have a O-ring seal here, which provides a great seal. You know, a non-slip. You don't have to worry about this cap falling off the cup or anything if it happens to tumble over. This is a really secure seal. Sit that guy down. The contents that are inside of here, you get a little booklet here, pamphlet, giving you characteristics. There's a 5-year warranty on this unit. Also, this is a double wall cup. We'll go into a little bit of the what this thing is capable of. I'll just share some of my experiences of what I know personally of what this tumbler is capable of. So that is your warranty card. You also get this little booklet here. Now that's advertising their coolers and other accessories that they carry. All right, so you guys had a pretty good look. Actually, what are you doing in here? You also get this pretty cool sticker if you guys are, and ladies and gents are into stickers, which I am. There's nothing wrong with getting a little extra swag. So that's all the contents inside of the cup when you get the cup brand new. This is a double wall cup. This is double wall, so it's pretty thick. This thing is really heavy duty. It's like bomb proof. It's BPA free, so you don't have to worry about any plastics or anything harming you later down the road. Even the cap is BPA free. Speaking of cap, this cap does have this little mouth surface or straw surface here, and you have a little vent hole, as you could see there. You have your tap, which is for easy lifting, you know, to get the cap on and off the cup really easily, which is always a plus, you know, because if this thing got vacuum locked in place, then that would kind of be a hassle to get this cap on and off. But easy come, easy go, you know, you just pop it right off, just like so. All right, so let's touch on a few of the pros with this cup. It's durable. It's double wall stainless steel. It's BPA free, so you don't have to worry about any BPA particles. The lid, it's shatterproof, so if it hit the ground, you don't have to worry about it breaking, like, you know, if it struck the ground once or twice. The other really cool thing about this thermos, unlike a lot of other cheaper thermoses, this double wall, it's something about the double wall on this particular thermos, it's sweat proof. Now, anybody that owns a thermos know how irritating it is to have a thermos and you go to pick it up and it's just dripping wet on the sides, or it just leaked all inside your car on a countertop, or You know, this thing is pretty much sweat proof. It'll be cool to the touch somewhat. You know, you might get very little frost, minimal buildup, but yeah, this is not one of those thermoses or, you know, tumblers that's just gonna sweat all over the place. So that's a really cool feature about this tumbler. Now, if you fill this tumbler up with ice and then top it off with water or your favorite cool beverage, if you come back 24 hours later, you will still have ice in here. So that is something I could attest to. If you fill it halfway up with ice and then top the whole cup off with your favorite beverage, it'll hold your beverage, and you'll have a little bit of ice. I'd say anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. You could come back anywhere from 8 to 10 hours, and you'll pretty much be to the point where the ice is completely melted at about the 10-hour point. So those are specs that I know that this cup is capable of. As far as hot beverages, a test that I ran when I first got my first cup, I boiled some water, brought it up to 180 degrees. I let it sit for 5 hours. I came back 5 hours later, and the temperature had dropped down to roughly about 130 degrees. But if you're anything like me, I just gobble beverages up. So I mean, if you're outside out at the range, or you know, just hanging out with buddies out fishing, enjoying the outdoors like we all should be doing, and not indoors video gaming and, you know, whatever else you do in your free time, get out and enjoy the outdoors and live a little. Pick one of these guys up. These are really great. You know, money well spent here. So that's probably going to wrap it up with the pros. A couple cons that I have about this unit is price. It's pretty expensive. You could find these anywhere from $30 to $40, depending on where you get them, or if there's a sale online or somewhere else. You know, I forgot to show you guys. Ladies and gents, the bottom, you get your YETI logo there on the bottom, and down here as well. The fit and finish of this tumbler, it's pretty awesome. So costs, you know, if cost is an issue, then this might not be the way to go. I know Walmart, they sell the Ozark Trail version. When these were really hard to come by, I'm sure a lot of you guys did what I did and went out and bought the knockoff, which is the Ozark Trail made by Walmart, because these things were just, you couldn't find them, and if you did find them, you were paying through the nose for them. You know, you were paying 2 to 3 times the value. So I wasn't that hard up for it. I love YETI, I swear by YETI, but I was not that hard up to get one. So again, let's see, cost is not the best. That's one of my cons. Another con is the lid. It's not sealable. As you could see here, there's a hole here and here. You know, if this tumbler was to fall over with your favorite beverage, you would unfortunately end up getting liquids on the car, or in the car, or on your countertop, or on your carpet, depending on where this fell from and where it landed. So that is one thing to be mindful of. I know that there are some aftermarket parts out there for this. You could go on Amazon, they make a handle that, you know, this drops down into. But as of yet, I have not seen any aftermarket tops, which I wish somebody would come out with some type of really cool aftermarket top. So that's another con. I mean, so far that's 2 cons. If this fall over, you got to be mindful that there's nothing protecting that. I guess another con, I mean, just depending on the situation, is weight. This tumbler, it's pretty heavy. Here, let me get my trusty scale out. I want to say it's about 16.5 ounces. So let's get the scale on. Make sure it's all nice and zeroed out. Put it on there. Yeah, so we are looking at 1 pound and 4/10 of an ounce. So what is that? That's about 16 ounces, 16.5 ounces roughly. I mean, it's pretty heavy, and that's bone dry. That's with no beverage in there. So once you throw some ice in there and you throw liquids in there, you got a pretty heavy little piece of kit here. I mean, is it a deal breaker? Absolutely not, but that's just something to be mindful of. And I guess that's about it on the cons, but the pros definitely outweigh the cons. And I'm going to give this 2 thumbs up and definitely call it a buy. You know, it is still a great deal. YETI is, they make really great products. There is a 5-year warranty on this guy, so that's basically for normal wear and tear. I think they just kind of put it out there for redundancy because you'll never destroy this thing. You know, you have to really like run it over with a Abrams or a Sherman tank to destroy this thing. It's that heavy duty. So, and I guess in closing, here is another thing I'd like to cover really quick. Be mindful if you purchase one of these. There are some counterfeit ones out there. Several ways to spot a fake is the top here, this lid. If you purchase one of the counterfeit ones, they're on sale on Amazon, eBay. The lid has a kind of like a blue tint to it, if you will, or blue. It's like a hue. It's not clear, so that's one way to spot out a fake. Then there's a couple other pointers on the fakes. If you look at the 3 on here, it has a flat top here. The fake Yetis, the 3 is rounded. It's more of a, it's rounded, it's not flat. Also the fake Yeti Ramblers, they don't have the brown edging that you see here on this particular cup. It's all blue, and the blue, you know, there's no brown at all. So up here or down here. That's another way to spot a fake Yeti. And there were a couple more. The E was another one. This, you see how the E here, these legs here, the bottom and top are flush, but this middle leg on the E here, it's kind of recessed in. But on the fake, the counterfeit Yetis, all the legs on the E are flush or even with each other. So that's another way to spot a phony Yeti. If you purchase one on Amazon or eBay, you might want to check your cup out. Another thing is the fake Yetis are like 1/8 of an inch taller than you know, certified true Yeti products. They're lighter in weight. I just showed you guys how much this one weighs. This weighs 16.5 ounces. The fake Yetis weigh about 12.7 ounces, which to me, what that is saying is that you're not getting a true double wall, double insulated tumbler. You're getting some subpar, made in China piece of crap. So just be mindful of that. That's another thing. And the last thing that I can remember when we were looking at the fake Yetis was the card stock here on this Yeti is made out of a matte type finish. And the finish on the knockoff Yetis, they use glossy card stock. So if you guys and ladies and gents are in the market to purchase one of these Yeti tumblers, do be mindful, because there are counterfeits out there, and the counterfeits are selling for just as much, if not more, than the authentic Yeti. So if you're going to purchase one of these, make sure you're purchasing it from a reputable and a well-known source. All right, that is going to do it for me. That's going to wrap up my video review of this Yeti 30-ounce tumbler, Rambler Tumbler. And if you found this video useful, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps the channel. Please consider subscribing to the channel. And also, thank your local law enforcement. Thank anybody. Shake their hand, stop and tell them thank you for your service. If you see anyone out there in a military uniform, because ladies and gents, freedom is not free. You know, there's somebody out there paying the cost for me to be able to sit down here and make these videos, for you ladies and gents to be able to drive to work every day. That freedom that we enjoy, it's not free. Vetter Guns and Gear, I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video today. God bless the USA. Vetter Guns and Gear, out here.